Welcome here to Westfield High School. Matt Goldman, John Czarnecki here on BDTV. 4-seed Westfield against the 13-seed Bayonne Bees. John, what does Diawara and Semanayak got to do to win this game?
For the Bayonne Bees, they just need to be fast and make shots. Bayonne has had a large difficulty in scoring this season, and it'll be very interesting to see whether that trend continues today.
Molly Ryan, up for the record for steals tonight. What does she got to do to get this record?
Molly Ryan just needs to continue to be herself. Molly's done a great job all year, getting steals, being physical, being aggressive. It'll be very interesting to see if Molly Ryan is able to continue this throughout this game in the entire state sectional finals.
We'll see you here for the first opening round, back on BDTV. Welcome here to Westfield High School. Matt Goldman alongside here with John Czarnecki for the North 2, Group 4, opening round. Westfield Blue Devils facing on the Bayonne Bees. John, this is going to be a great one today.
Oh, I'm very excited to be here, Matt. You can tell the crowd is pumping. Everybody is excited to be here and watch these Blue Devil girls go for a state sectional title this year, Matt.
They're off and running away with Molly Ryan with a 3. The Tufts commit, getting Westfield on the board.
Molly Ryan just needs to continue to hit threes. She's a great player, great athlete, great leader of this team, one of the 3 captains on this team. It's amazing to see that all 3 captains are still in the starting lineup this late in the season, man. That's when you know a team has depth, and that's when you know a team has talent.
Jessie Semanayak is guarded by Grace Elliott, Westfield's maybe best defender against Bayonne's definitely best scorer, who averages 18 points a game, which is unreal, John.
Semanayak is a very good player, and if she is not stopped, it is very likely that Westfield will not be able to succeed today. Coach Turner has definitely put together a game plan that will involve a lot of isolation ball, ensuring that Westfield can get as few steals as possible. There's number 1 right there, Matt.
Yes, Grace Elliott with the steal. Bringing it up right now against this Bayonne defense. Looks like they're going in a zone, John.
Bayonne's playing a 2-3 zone. It'll be very interesting. It seems almost like a matchup 2-3 in a manner. I lie, it's a 3-2 zone of some extent. It'll be very interesting to see if Westfield's able to pass well enough to get points and score quickly against this zone defense.
That's a turnover from Westfield. Naya Alosio for the bucket. It's no good. Molly Ryan with the rebound.
That's a great crash by Molly Ryan right there to come in and get a rebound like that. You don't normally see guards coming in and playing that much of a role in the rebounding game, but because she was there, she was able to do that job and get Westfield an opportunity to score.
Molly Ryan for 3, and it's good! 6-0!
What a start for Molly Ryan today. 2 for 2 on threes to begin this game. This is exactly how Westfield wanted to start the game tonight. You can see Westfield's picking up a man defense. This is something Westfield doesn't normally do, but it'll be very interesting to see how Bayonne reacts to this. It seems like they're going to be running some sort of 5-out pass and cut offense in order just to outwork Westfield, but we've seen how well-conditioned this team is all year, and it's going to be very difficult for them to stop this Westfield defensive force.
Willie Maz missing the layup. Westfield, miscommunication there.
I definitely think there was a push in the back right there from Tamaya Phillips. That definitely just doesn't happen traditionally. I lie, Stephanie Peters is who I'm talking about in that scenario.
7-9, getting the Bees on the board. 6-2, Westfield leading with 5:18 left to go in the first quarter. John, we're seeing 3 refs here today. This is pretty special.
3 officials. It's a state sectional game. This game has a high level of intensity right now, and everybody's just excited to be here.
Sam Stravik with the first turnover. Sam, she's been amazing this year for Westfield. She wasn't even going to play this year according to some of her teammates, but she's here and she's playing amazing.
Stravik's a fantastic player. Didn't get all the time that she probably deserved sophomore year, but here in junior year, it's very evident that Sam Stravik has been one of the key pieces to this team's success this year. Sam Stravik already this season is averaging a total of 10 points per game. Sorry about that, Matt. But Stravik has been an elite force for this Westfield offense this year.
Well, I was talking with Caroline Dwyer earlier today, and she said, mindset is win. What does Coach Turner's team need to do to stop this mindset and maybe upset this team?
It's very simple. This Bayonne team has nothing to lose today. Coming in as a lower seed, Westfield is the 4 seed in this county tournament. Bayonne's got nothing to lose. They win 1 game, they basically have won this entire state sectional, Matt. They just want to compete with a talented Westfield team today. 3 of the top 4 teams in this conference all come from Union County and all played in the Union County tournament in Westfield, Roselle Catholic, and the Patrick School. It's quite evident that this Westfield team has been battle-tested. Have they gotten the results they have necessarily wanted? No. But Westfield will compete in an opportunity to win this year.
I just noticed, as McCoy Diawara is checking in, she's averaging 10 points a game, 15 rebounds. Why is she coming off the bench?
Diawara is a great player, but being a sophomore, she doesn't necessarily have the exact experience as everybody else. And so coming off the bench, it's kind of associated with extra energy. So it'll be very interesting to see how aggressive Diawara can be off the bench again today.
Westfield going with a bigger lineup than usual. We got Scrowan and Stravic, so we got some centers playing big tonight. Molly Ryan.
Coach McKean's been doing this ever since the county tournament. She's just putting the best 5 players out there, and I'm very happy she is, rather than worrying about staying spread with 5 guards.
Westfield suffering a loss in the Union County semifinals of the tournament to Roselle Catholic, who won their first tournament in 16 years, so congratulations to them.
It just shows how close Westfield was to winning a tournament at the end of the day. But I think Westfield's definitely out hungry for blood here in this state sectional tournament, Matt.
That's a foul on Westfield. Lawrence Grove for her first. Coach McKean, very loud tonight. That's a 3 for the Bees. No good. Good boxing out by Lily Maz as it goes Westfield's ball.
You can definitely tell Nia Lacio, the shooter of that shot, is going to be one of Bayonne's key presences in attempting to score against this Westfield offense. They're going to have to play fast and furious if they want to score against this team, though.
Westfield breaking that press pretty easy there.
You could tell Coach Turner wanted to press and get in this Westfield team's phase, but they really have not been phased by the press much this year. I think they have a total of about 4 turnovers all year on a press, Matt. Definitely one of the lowest turnover rates in the state. So you could tell this team is not going to make bad mistakes against the ball, against the
Turnover
pressure.
from Westfield. That's no good for Jada Phillips. Stravic with a strong rebound. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. 6-2 Westfield. Lily Maz for 3. No good for her. She's been off a lot lately.
Lily Maz is not necessarily known as the top shooter on this Westfield team, but she brings an entire speed and defensive intensity that no other player on this team has.
Ryan off. Stravic gained the good rebound. Looks like she was fouled, but no call there.
You can tell right now, Matt, that Makaya Diarra is going to play tough tonight, Matt. She just went in there, bodied up Sam Stravic, threw some elbows at Lauren Scrow going for the jump ball. She does not want to lose tonight, Matt.
Interesting fact that Molly Ryan is at 871 career points. Well, now she's got actually 877 thanks to those 2 threes. So maybe she'll hit 1,000, but that's very unlikely.
It's very unlikely she'll score about 130 points in the next 3 games, Matt. But if she does, I have no doubt in my mind that this Westfield team will win a state sectional title.
We got a foul. That was on Yasmin Ahmed. I'm sorry, that was Makai Diawara.
Diawara is definitely a player that this Bayonne team wants to keep out of trouble. She's one of the key components and factors in keeping this Westfield team off the glass. If Diawara is in this game, she is guaranteed to get a lot of rebounds to help this team out.
Surprise miss from Stravic, but she redeems herself and makes a second. 7-2 Westfield. This is the biggest crowd we've seen since the Patrick School game in Westfield. They were up by 16 at Patrick School, but unluckily they lost. And hopefully Westfield can hold on this lead tonight and win and advance to the quarterfinals.
The difference between that Patrick School crowd and this crowd, Matt, is that everybody is here to see Molly Ryan, Grace Elliott, Sam Stravic, Lauren Scurr, and this Westfield team go to the next round of the state sectional finals. Last round, there's a combination of that and the Nazarene attraction from Roselle Catholic. This is pure Lady Blue Devil basketball fans right here, Matt. It's great to see that tonight.
Yes, Westfield crowd's been a little calm tonight. That's no good from Semanayak. Stravic with another rebound. Molly Ryan had a bad pass in the other possession back then. And I don't know what's going on, but hopefully she can get a bigger lead with Westfield right now. 7-2, they are leading. We got to see some more shooters for Westfield soon, especially because no one else shooting except for Molly Ryan right now. And Caroline Dwyer, we got to see her check in soon.
I wouldn't be shocked to see Dwyer check in as a great shooter, but against this Bayonne team, I think Coach McKean may be a little afraid that Dwyer may end up turning the ball over. They seem to be doing a little bit of a 2-3, 3-2 trap mix, But maybe Coach Turner's going to change that up a little as he's called a timeout.
Westfield leading by 5 with only 1 minute to go in the first quarter. This quarter's gone by really quick, John, and that's great for Westfield as they are leading right now, and they gotta keep that. But what does Coach Turner's team need to do? Maybe do they fix the press, or do they get rid of the press break? What do they do?
You can tell Coach Turner just doesn't believe that his players are being as fast and as physical as he knows they typically can be. He's just going out there trying to put some fire in their bellies and get them quite exciting.
Shout out Jake White, our cameraman for the night. Wow, we just got an announcement. Molly Ryan has broken the steal record here at Westfield High School. That's pretty extraordinary.
That's one of the most extreme records here at Westfield High School. This school has been known for its defense, especially in girls basketball, going back to the Marino era here at Westfield High School. Proud accomplishment for Molly Ryan on this basketball team.
That makes it a career of 316 steals for Molly Ryan. Unbelievable. You don't see that in many sports. Ryan electing not to take the 3. Sorry, John.
Her pure defensive dominance has definitely been an assertive point in this team. It's great to see her recognized with an all-time record now.
Elliott for the long 2. Looked like she got fouled, but no call there.
You could tell Coach McKean's not very happy. They could have called Diawara right there on an aggressive closeout. You could definitely tell she is playing like a sophomore. Little aggressive, little furious. Should have 2, maybe even 3 fouls at this point in the game, man.
Jada Phillips not concentrating, just walking right there. So another turnover for them. Sam Stravic right under the basket, but elects to give it back.
Great pass, great idea by Molly Ryan. Just got to be a little more accurate next time.
Dobashevitz with miss, but Stravic gets the rebound. Ryan for 2. No good. That was an easy bucket, but offensive rebound for Westfield.
That's a great job by Stravic, just chipping the ball out of Diawara's hands. You can definitely tell this Westfield team is going to crash the boards. They're going to get second chances. They're going to look to score.
As we're seeing, a shooter's about to come in as Caroline Dwyer, number 3, going to check in as Molly Ryan was struggling there. 3 for the Bees, get their offensive rebound. We got a timeout for the Bees. Coach Turner calling a smart timeout there.
I think that timeout may have been good for the scenario, but to drop 2 timeouts in the first quarter, both being your 30-second timeouts and only having full timeouts for the rest of the game, this is definitely a burden for this Bayonne team, as this team, if they want to stay in the game, is going to need to be able to call timeouts. They're going to need to have to regroup. And even though they keep possession here, calling a timeout simply to avoid a jump ball in this scenario was not the ideal call for Coach Turner.
Westfield still leading 7-2. Haven't seen a score change in a little while. Only 22 seconds left in the first quarter, so it's been great for Westfield. And this home crowd, we can really feel it tonight.
Oh, yes, Matt. It's going to be very interesting to see now with Caroline Dwyer in the game, the intensity of Westfield's shooting as this game continues.
Semanayak, unlucky there, but look, we got a foul actually in Grace Elliott.
Grace just got a little out of control right there chasing the rebound. You could tell as soon as she fouled her, she knew that she did something wrong. Not that big of a deal, just a senior leader, just trying to make big plays. Won't be too underwhelming for Coach McKean.
Grace Elliott has checked out, back in for Lily Maz. Semanayak trying to get something going. She is the top scorer for this Bayonne Bees team. Nice move from the Bees. It's no good. Dobashevitz can't hang on. 5 seconds left in the first quarter.
Bayonne's going to get one last chance at a good shot to only go down by 2. I can't see them not trying to get a 3-point shot off here to either Jada Phillips or Naya Alacio.
Very odd to see Semanayak inbounds that ball. And it's going to be the end of the first quarter here. We got a travel call with 0.1 to go, so spoke too soon, but most likely it's the end of the quarter with the remaining score of 7-2.
I think they're just going to pass the ball into Molly and just call it quits.
Ryan, no good, even though it would have been called no good either way. 7-2, Westfield up right now in the state sectional first round, North 2, Group 4. We'll be back here on BDTV after this timeout. Actually, for Group 4, North 2, Group 4, state sectional first round, Westfield leading the Bayonne Bees.
It was a good half by Westfield High School. Sorry, Matt. But you can tell Westfield's going big again. They definitely want to continue to dominate the glass. Now with shooter Caroline Dwyer in the game, it'll be very interesting to see if Westfield's able to continue to score.
Great defense from Westfield. Semanayak for 3, long. No good. Lawrence Crow with a good rebound. Elliott going up court. Westfield trying to get something going, struggling in the last minute of the quarter.
You can definitely tell that Jesse Simoniak has played some intense defense today, Matt.
Caroline Dwyer for long two.
It's almost automatic when she's getting a shot off, Matt. Dwyer does such a great job when she's shooting. This is a great decision by Coach McKeon to get in one of the better shooters and most improved players on this Westfield team.
Definitely agree there. Dwyer, the shooter, giving Westfield a 7-point advantage now. Simoniak electing not to take the three. Simoniak with the easy two, 9-4. Westfield leading still.
You can definitely tell that this Bayonne team will compete with Westfield defensively, but whether they are able to score at the same intensity that Westfield is, we do not know, and we will not find out.
Yikes, Fate Dobashevitz there. What was that?
Just a little bit of a missed shot. You can tell Dobashevitz hasn't had the most success with layups this year, but she definitely will continue to improve on that as the season progresses into the later rounds of the state sectional finals.
6:29 left in the second quarter here. Lawrence Crow finds Elliott not taking the three there. I guess Elliott has not shot a lot lately, so maybe that's Coach McKeon, maybe that's her. Not sure.
I think that's more on Grace Elliott than anyone else. Coach McKeon encourages all players to shoot. She just wants people in the best opportunities to score.
Caroline Dwyer, a little short in the two, but that's all good. Simoniak gained pressure by Molly. Bad shot from the piece. That was Tamia Phillips there.
Great physicality right there by Lauren Skro to catch and hold that rebound, Matt.
Coach Turner, very loud on his bench.
You could tell Westfield's going to want to get the ball into the middle of Lauren Skro because when Skro gets the ball, everybody outside gets wide open as this entire Bayonne defense seems to collapse every single time Lauren gets the ball.
Dobashevitz with an ugly miss there. Naya Alocio not taking the three either. That's a three from the Bees. No rebounding there. Where was that? Oh my, what is that shot?
Just a missed assignment by Westfield right there. Nobody came back and dropped. I think that's either Grace Elliott or Caroline Dwyer who just needs to drop on the backside. Or possibly just a loss of man coverage right there. But there was absolutely nobody there to do anything to Tamia Phillips.
Stephanie Peters at the line, who averages 9 rebounds a game and about 4 points. So she's been great on the boards too. So with her teammates. So this team knows how to get some boards.
Just something to look out for, Matt. That's Lauren Skro's second foul of the half. Whether that's going to change much of her play time, I don't know. Coach McKeon was already sending in Stravic before Skro got her second foul, but it's just something to pay attention to, especially if this game stays close at the end of the game.
Peters, good with the first. And good with the second. One possession game now, Westfield High School. This crowd's been very quiet lately.
It's very interesting to see that Coach Turner pulled out of the press. Great job by Westfield being able to break in and forcing this Bayonne team to check into a very shallow 2-3 zone.
Looks like Westfield's trying to either get the ball to Caroline or Molly, as they're the two best shooters on this team.
Well, you can also tell they're just pounding the paint with Sam Stravic right now, too.
Stravic struggling right now. Elliott for three. No good. Dwyer with a good rebound.
That's a great job by Westfield. There were 3 girls going up against that rebound, against one Bayonne girl right there in Diarwa. You can definitely tell Westfield wants it more than Bayonne right now.
Matt's going to check in soon. Dwyer trying to get a shot, but Simoniak not letting her get a.
Great rotation.
And one! Westfield, 11-6 and one!
That was a great rotation right there by Westfield. Great pass from Dwyer to Elliott and a quick feed to Stravic. Doesn't allow Diarwa to slide quick enough, which allows for Stravic to get an easy and one right there.
4:23 left in the second quarter. Stravic at the line, trying to make it a 6-point lead. And she cannot, but Dobashevitz gets the rebound. Molly run for 2. No good. And staying with Westfield.
You can tell Coach is not very happy with Diarwa right now. but you can tell just being a sophomore, she's going to make mistakes like this, but she'll be back in the second half with less fouls. Great pass.
Maz just blocked right there by Semanayak. Unbelievable.
That's a great closeout right there by Semanayak. I definitely think Maz needs to get it up quicker, but there's not much she can really do.
Molly Ryan frustrated with herself that she couldn't hold the ball. But that's so surprising that Diawara not playing, and she is most likely their top player who averages a double-double a game.
Westfield just made her frustrated. Westfield's done a great job with rebounds all season, and Diawara is not having her way on the boards right now, Matt. In addition, she is in foul trouble as well.
Yeah, she does have 2 fouls, so that is a problem, and Coach Turner frustrated. 3:56 to go. Bayonne Bees back in the press. Yeah, double dribble call. Maz very confused.
I think Maz is a little confused, but I think they considered that first bounce pass and the control dribble she used as the dribble, and Maz didn't even realize she was doing it, but I can definitely tell how a double dribble was called.
Miscommunication there for the Bees. So pretty much, we're going to be seeing Lauren Scrow and Grace Elliott off the bench in these 5 for the rest of the game, unless Emma Petrowitz has to come in, but right now, Westfield doesn't have that much depth.
I wouldn't be shocked if Coach McKeon tries to get this game to run away so that her depth can get in the game.
Stravik, nice 2, giving her 4 points now. 13-6, 3:20 to go in the second quarter. Westfield taking a lead right now.
Great closeout by Dobashevitz right there.
And that's good from Jada Phillips.
That's a great shot by Phillips. Dobashevitz came with a quick closeout, but it just wasn't fast enough for Phillips, so she was able to get out of her shot without Dobo in her face.
4-point game. Stravik with the 2 from the foul line. Doesn't get the lucky bounce. That's a foul.
That's a weak foul right there. Stravik's got the same 50-50 opportunity to go to the ball. You could tell Bayonne's chalk and trash. You hear the yeahs in like a trashy manner, but Westfield's not going to be phased. They're just going to continue going out and playing basketball.
Don't make me laugh. Caroline Dwyer checking out right now. Grace Elliott. Miscommunication. Peters turns it over.
You can definitely tell Bayonne's a little sloppier than Westfield right now. Not as well concise, but this aggression and physicality that we're seeing out of Bayonne has kept them in this game, in addition to Westfield's inability to finish easy shots.
13-9 to go, 2:50 in the second quarter. Good pass from Lily Maz. Grace Elliott not taking the basket. Maz not going to take the 3. Dobashevitz for 3. No good for her. Dobashevitz gets her own rebound. Finds Molly Ryan. Molly Ryan for 3. It's no good.
You can tell Westfield is doing a great job rebounding, following shots. They just can't seem to buy a bucket right now.
Turnover there.
It's a little bit of a bummer right there for Bayonne, as they have not been able to have an offensive possession in now 3 different attempts, as turnovers have ended their last 3 possessions. No shots have been getting up for them at all.
Westfield, 5 fouls, and the Bees only have 2, so Bees, they're not in foul trouble except for Diawara, and that's a foul right there, speaking of fouls. That's Tamia Phillips on the foul. Elliott at the line.
Elliott's been 50-50 at the line this year for the most part, Matt. It's going to be interesting to see whether Elliott's able to convert or not at the line now.
Westfield trying to extend to a 6-point lead. And they're now up 5, 14-9. No good for her. 14-9, 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Bees trying to get some points right now. But they have a turnover. Stravik going for the easy layup. It's good for her.
That's a great job right there by Sam Stravik, just getting in, getting a quick steal and getting a layup. Not many big men can do that, but it's great to see that Stravik has the athleticism to be able to convert on a play like that.
Bayonne trying to get some offense going. They're having bad passes everywhere. Molly Ryan with another steal, going for the layup, and it's good! 18-9 Westfield.
This is a great job by Westfield right now, getting steals, getting physical. Even though Stephanie Peters is going to yell ball, 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 ball every single time they get a rebound, she seems to turn the ball over way too much to be talking at all today, Matt.
Molly Ryan having a great day with steals so far, and has the record in Westfield now. That's a foul on Bayonne. Coach Turner upset right now. Diawara still on the bench.
That's Tamia Phillips's quick second foul right there.
Yeah.
You can tell Coach Turner's not very happy, and he will burn his third timeout of the half now, Matt. This is crazy for this Bayonne team.
Yasmin Ahmed is going to check back in. We got a full timeout here on BDTV. We'll be back. Westfield leading by 9.
Able to score a bucket. Bayonne seems to be going into a box and one where they're going to have Yasmin Ahmed go belly to belly on Molly Ryan the entire game. It'll be very interesting to see whether Coach McKean continues to try and incorporate Molly into this offense or whether they just try and work effectively without her.
Sam Stravic with the aggressive 2, and it's good. 20-9, 50 seconds to go.
I don't think Westfield's going to need to worry too much about this box and one Bayonne is throwing at them. Just so many other weapons. Sam Stravic, they get Caroline Dwyer in the game. Grace Elliott's doing a great job moving and cutting offensively. It'll be very interesting to see if Bayonne is able to stay in this game, even though they've made some poor decisions game-wise.
30 seconds to go in the half. Bayonne trying to get some offense so they can cut to under 10 right now.
If Bayonne can just get one bucket here before the end of the half, that would be huge for them. They simply just want to stay in this game and keep it competitive because that's their best chance to win it. Westfield starts running away with this game. There is no chance of Bayonne to catch it up.
Got a carry call. Marcy Williams and Coach McKean very upset about that call.
You don't traditionally see that very often in a carry call. That in 3 seconds seem to be things that aren't called very often. But I guess that they feel this is a sectional final game. 3 refs, less calls are going to be forgiven.
Coach McKean screaming at her players right now. And that's the end of the half. Westfield up 20-9. John, Bees, they got to fix some stuff right now. What is Coach Turner going to tell them at halftime?
For Bayonne, they just need to go out and try and score more. They just haven't been scoring effectively, and that's going to need to change if they want to win this game.
We'll be back here on BDTV. Westfield up by 11, trying to get a victory. Welcome back here on Westfield High School. Start of the second half. Matt Goldman, John Czarnecki here. Westfield up by 11.
Westfield played an okay first half right now, Matt, but if Westfield really wants to show that they are sectional champion worthy, they're going to need to play a great second half here.
Sam Stravic with the great 2.
That's her 10th point of the game right there, Matt. Stravic has been on fire tonight.
She's right at her season average of averaging 10 points, so great for her. John, so can you explain to me how this tournament seeding, all this works, and how you move up?
Well, for all high school sports, it's based off of power points, and necessarily each win and each loss, depending on how you do, is worth a certain amount of power points. However, Westfield plays in such a deep Union County right now that 3 of the top 4 seeds are all from Union County in this tournament, Matt.
Watchon Hill is the #1 overall seed, which is from Union County. And that's a turnover Westfield. Lauren Scrow looked like she got tripped there. And the winner of this section would move on to the Tournament of Champions, where those games would be held either at Rutgers or the Prudential Center. So that's a big stage for Westfield. Not sure if they can handle it, but that'd be awesome to see.
I think Westfield's definitely capable of doing anything that they put their minds to. This is a great team. Look at that right there. You can't see many better duos in girls high school basketball than that Molly Ryan to Grace Elliott duo that we're seeing right now, Matt.
No, you cannot. That was easy money for Westfield right there. Molly Ryan's used to that. And another turnover for the Bees. Coach Turner got to sit down. He is upset.
That's a great job by Sam Stravic right there. That's her 2nd steal of the game, which is big for her.
Stravic not going to take the 2, but the good pump fake. Finds Maz for the easy 2. And it's good. Lily Maz, great 2 there.
Westfield has came out hot and firing in this second half, Matt. They have yet to miss every single possession. They're coming down and scoring, doing a great job so far in this half.
Great opening 2 minutes for Westfield. On the other hand, for the Bees, not a great 2 minutes. We're getting a foul right now in Westfield. 6:14 left in the third quarter. Westfield 26-9, so they've taken a big lead. They're going to go up by 20 soon with a 3-pointer. And it's a travel call. Semanayak very upset.
You can definitely tell that Westfield has come out with a whole new intensity in the second half. This team has been a second half team all year, but as of right now, we're really seeing Westfield come alive in the second half, make their shots, and maybe we'll see Brittany Shyposh and friends get in at the end of this game because of utter domination in this second half.
Elliott, nice two. Finger roll.
That's a nice roll right there for Grace Elliott. Obviously, great shot. Took a lot of talent to make that. But it always helps when you get a nice roll and some soft touch from the rim.
Westfield up by 19 now with 5:30 to go. It's going to stay there with the Bees.
Westfield's done a great job in this half so far, trapping Bayonne. You could tell that Coach Turner wanted to put in Miriam Behai in order to one-on-one Molly Ryan in a box-and-one. Obviously, that didn't work out for her. This Westfield offense is all fast break, all dominance. There's really no need for a box-and-one because if Coach had an opportunity to, he would box-and-one everybody on this team. They've done such a great job in this second half so far.
Coach McKean calling her first time out. Going to stay with Westfield as Grace Elliott got the steal, was going to go for the layup, but slowed it down. John, what does Westfield got to do in this possession to get a score and go up by more than 20?
I'd be very interested to see if Westfield does not try and get the ball into the middle. Maybe try to get an outside shot. With Grace Elliott and Lily Maz trying to get on streaks right before the end of this game, heading into future games in the county tournament, it's very crucial that these girls are able to make shots and get ahead quickly.
Winner will be facing the number 5 seed Scotch Plains. So Westfield gonna have the home court advantage if they were to win against their rival, the 4 versus the 5 seed. Gonna be a good matchup.
That would almost bring this game into baseball season, into spring sports season, Matt. You don't normally see many teams go into an extra season for sports. And so it's really cool to see that this girls' basketball team is the sole standing sport in this school for winter as of right now.
Cameraman Jake White and John Czarnecki both playing baseball, so can't wait to see you guys out there this year. We got an over in the back call, Semeniak.
You can tell this game is slowly starting to fall out of the hands of this Bayonne team. They may have just checked back in Diawara, but it's very unlikely that she's going to be able to make a crazy impact here in this last quarter and a half in order to get this team back in the game and score 19 more points, 19 points that they may not even score in this game today.
Elliott off on the 2, but Maz gets the rebound for Westfield. Maz taking the 3. No good. Good rebound by the Bees. The Bees losing 30-27 in the second round of the High Cal Conference tournament. So that's a disappointing loss to Kearney right there.
You can definitely tell this team is going to continue working no matter the loss. Kearney's a good team this year, but unfortunately for them, they were able to beat Bayonne. But Bayonne's going to keep fighting, and they sure do not want their season to end tonight, Matt.
No, they do not. Coach Turner not giving up on his team yet. Still got a chance, up by 19. Bad shot right there. That was Jada Phillips with the miss.
Just being able to make it to the sectional tournament is an accomplishment for any team. I know the boys basketball team did not make it to the sectional this year. A little bit of a disappointment for a team that had in the past few years, but it just shows you that not everybody gets a trophy anymore at these high school sports, and it really takes a lot of hard work and effort to make it far and to succeed at this level of competition.
Ex-Westfield alum from last year, Shannon Devitt was named the NJAC Player of the Year, freshman-wise, and that's pretty extraordinary.
For Devitt, it kind of shows how this Westfield program is able to apply and make it to the next level. You can definitely tell that this game is starting to get a little chippy. Lily Mash just got poked in the eye by Stephanie Peters. You can tell that this Bayonne team is getting a little scrappy. You can tell Jessie Semeniak was talking a little trash. This game is getting chippy and really quickly as this game starts to fall out of the hands of this Bayonne team.
Extravagant ovation as she's coming out. Cassandra Novielli checking into the game now.
Just any opportunity that Coach Turner could get to get his team back in the game. Trying Novielli for the first time this game is one of his strategies to possibly having his team win this game.
Peters with the miss. Can you see? He's going to stay with Westfield there. 3:13 to go. Westfield up by 19. Hasn't got much offense lately. Bees haven't scored any this half.
It'll be very interesting to see how long this shutout can last for Westfield. I don't even think Westfield will give up 20 points today if they're lucky. They've played such great defense. They've worked so hard today.
Shooter Caroline Dwyer about to check into the game, so Westfield going to try to extend their lead. That's a 3 from the Bees, and that's good for Jada Phillips, her second 3 of the game.
Great shot by Phillips. She's got 2 threes today, and that's about it. She's responsible for half of this Bayonne offense. Not saying that's a lot, but it's definitely a crazy amount of shots that Phillips has been. She's definitely a key part to this offense.
Semenike, sloppy mistake. Dwyer checking in for Lily Maz, so small for small right now. Loud in this gym tonight. Westfield definitely got the home field advantage.
It's just awesome to see the amount of youth here to support the girls basketball team. A lot of girls basketball teams here in Westfield, 2 at each grade level, going from 3rd grade to 8th grade. It's awesome to see that all these players, potential future Blue Devil basketball players, are here to support the girls basketball team, and it's been such a successful year for them.
Jada Phillips off in the second. DOR with a rebound, as seen throughout the season. She's averaging 15, so it's one right there for her, but she's been in foul trouble all night, so she has not gotten the minutes she deserves.
You can tell that Coach McKeon's not very happy, as Lauren Skro and Faith Dobashevitz simply were not boxing out right there, and it ends up resulting in a Faith Dobashevitz foul.
Peters was blocked. Semenike stolen the ball away by Faith Dobashevitz.
Great tip out right there by Lauren Skro to get that steal. Her and Faith did a good job working to get that ball out of her hand.
Dwyer on the ground right now with Jada Phillips. We got a timeout by the Bees. Smart timeout from Coach Turner.
You can definitely tell as the season continues to progress, Coach McKeon sees Dwyer as her future point guard, with Molly Ryan and Grace Elliott both leaving next year. So it's very imperative that in games like this that are starting to get out of hand, that Dwyer learns to handle the ball. She learns to control the game, because she could be the next Molly Ryan, the next star of this Blue Devil basketball program for next season.
As we've mentioned all year long, how Westfield conditioned amazingly because there are so many multi-sport athletes. Caroline about to play softball in the spring. Grace and Faith both playing soccer. So Westfield, they're conditioned great, so that's why Westfield doesn't have the depth, but they are beating Bayonne right now.
Well, you can tell the addition of Marcy Williams to the coaching staff, the amount of multi-sport players on this team, it just all adds up to a well-conditioned team that doesn't necessarily need a deep enough bench. The only time this team gets into trouble is when they have foul issues, but even then, with players like Josie Greenwood and Emma Petrowitz who can come off the bench and play successfully, there is not necessarily a need for big bench players.
Novielli has a turnover there. Molly Ryan with the steal. Elliott going under the basket once again, but not taking the shot. She's driving for the floater. No good there, but Dwyer gained the good rebound.
That's a great rebound by Dwyer, playing it tough right there. You can definitely tell that Stephanie Peters is trying to be a force. Unfortunately, Westfield is just stomping all over her tonight. She's not been able to do what she has wanted to do.
Jobo can find the basket once again with the easy 2 she had, but there was some contact. Air ball right there for Semenike. Dwyer, another rebound, but Peters and Dobashevitz going out on the floor, gonna stay with the Bees.
Another turnover by Dwyer. You can tell she's playing a little nervous right now, but it's imperative that she's able to turn it on and get her shooting form set so that when it comes time for her to go and play in a big tournament game, she's able to be successful.
Novielli was fouled there.
It's a questionable foul right there, but I understand how the official thought. Lauren Skro was leaning in to Novielli's shooting space, and as a result, she is on the foul line right now.
Stravic about to check back in. Novielli off on the first. Ovation from Skro right now.
Great job by Skro. Necessarily hasn't scored the same amount of points that they've needed her to, but this entire team has done a great job so far.
That's good right there. Novielli getting the Bees down to 15, but still, they got a long way to go. Dobashevitz going for the easy 2. No good. She has not found the backboard all this season, John. What does she got to work on?
That's been one of Dobashevitz's main issues, It's not necessarily the easy layups, but it's the more difficult ones that she has had a problem with this year.
Westfield with a swarming D. Caroline Dwyer with a steal. Great job by her, saving the ball there.
Bayonne has been unable to control the ball and hold it stably this entire game, and it's resulted in a Westfield field day on the steals. This is one of the best steal days for a high stealing team this year, Matt.
Westfield averaging about 15 steals a game, so you don't see many teams doing that. That's why they win games. Steals and forcing turnovers. Dwyer with the 2, but no good. But back to Westfield, how they win games. They are a unique team. Most teams win by scoring or their defense, but Westfield wins it through steals and turnovers.
They've done a great job this year just playing faster, playing more furiously than other teams, and it's resulted in what's been the fourth best team in this section.
Stravic at the line. Stravic good on the first. 16-point lead now for Westfield. Stravic short on the second. About 15 seconds to go in this quarter. Westfield trying to get at least 16 points, but Bees got to find something soon. Another turnover from the Bees. We got about 8 seconds left.
That's got to be Stravic's 4th steal of the game. I wouldn't be shocked if they're trying to throw her alley-oops at this point. She's just been such a beast in this game.
Stravic can't find the bucket here at the end. 29 Westfield. Bees 13. We'll be back here on BDTV so Westfield can secure the win. Welcome back here to Westfield High School. Start of the 4th quarter, Westfield up by 16. Trying to get a win and move on to play Scotch Plains this Thursday, 7 p.m. Be there, and they will take on the 5 seed, and that's going to be a great game, John, and we'll be calling that.
It'll be a great game for Westfield. Good chance that Scotch Plains is going to come out here. Big rivalry game. The crowd we see today is going to be nothing compared to what we will see in that game.
Peters, bad pass, but it's going to stay with the Bees. 7:40 to go, so we're just counting down the clock so Westfield can get a standing ovation after this game.
It's only a 16-point game, but then again, Bayonne hasn't even scored 16 points in this game yet. So it'll be very interesting to see whether they're able to bring this game within a few points at the end.
Semeniak off. Got a grudge match going on down there. A lot of people on the floor. Diawara, Dobashevitz. It's getting good, and it's getting aggressive down there. Dwyer trying to get something with this press break going.
There was just nothing there. They had to wait for the flashers. Great original defense by Bayonne.
Looks like we're seeing a couple flashes of our next year point guard, but she's getting swarmed right now. Timeout. Smart by Coach McKean. She got a 30-second. Do the Bees have a chance still, John?
We really don't know, Matt. Maybe if Jada Phillips is able to get some shots falling and this team is able to start picking up the pace, this could end up being a game. But the odds of that are quite unlikely. But maybe if they continue to put Caroline Dwyer in trapping scenarios, they'll be able to get some easy, quick shots for this team.
Semeniak and Diawara have not lived up to the hype that their stats show. Diawara averaging a double-double, while Semeniak averages 18 points a game. How many points does Semeniak have, John?
I think Semeniak today only has 4 points, Matt. Not been her best game of the year so far.
No, it has not. Elliott gonna take it up top. Bees not gonna press right now. 7:20 to go. Great pass from Molly.
Great cut by Dwyer there. You can definitely tell this team is on the same page.
Stravic, the ball was tipped right there, so that's why she missed it. Stravic, only a junior, so I could see her, Dwyer, and Dobashevitz leading the way next year for Westfield, and maybe getting back to the sectionals as Stephanie Peters hits the first 2 for her of the game.
Peters has those 2 free throws, but other than those free throws, those are her first field goal points of the game so far, Matt.
Dwyer, her own turnover right there. It's the ball rolling off her foot. These refs have been pretty good tonight, John, so usually we've seen some issues with the refs, but tonight I like them.
It's been a quite even-based team so far.
We're getting a defense cheer right now, so Westfield really feeling it. It's got to motivate them a little bit. John's getting into it too. Really liking it with 6:20
Defense.
Defense. That's good. Cassandra Novielli for the 3.
Novielli didn't even play in the first half, and now she's their leading scorer, Matt. I lied. She's their second leading scorer, but it just shows how weak this team has been offensively.
Got a foul right there. That's Jay Phillips with the foul. She was swarming Molly Ryan. Molly Ryan wanted to call. Lily Maz checking in for Caroline Dwyer. Dwyer couldn't get anything on when she came back in. So Maz, she's been great tonight shooting, so maybe she'll try to get something.
Maz is just a better ball handler than Dwyer, and in this scenario, they just need Maz to come in and not be afraid of getting trapped and just be aggressive dribbling.
Dobashevit's going to try to find some points. She's going to be one of the leaders next year. She's got to find the basket soon. Backboard's been her issue all season long. Great pass from Ryan, but stolen by Peters.
That ball is put on the ground. I don't think Peters is able to get to it necessarily, but still a good pass by Ryan, just unfortunately not the result she wanted.
Novielli maybe starting a run right now. Diawara, no good. She gets her own rebound. Great move by her, swim move, and it's good. It's a 10-point game now. The Bees are coming back.
That's a great move right there by Diawara. I think we may have spoken a little too soon, Matt. Westfield's just going to need to up this intensity. You can see Coach McKeon is sending in Lauren Scrow. They are not messing around right now.
That's good for Westfield. That's a 3. Semeniak, no good. This defense here getting loud now. 5 minutes to go. Westfield up 31-19. No good from the, oh, that is Peters with the foul. Dobashevitz getting on the ground. That was Alacio with the miss on the 3.
That's a bad job by Grace Elliott not boxing out right there. But essentially what that allowed is it allowed for Peters to get that foul.
Dobashevitz getting another applause as she gets off the court. 4:50 to go. Westfield trying to secure this win. But the Bees not going away yet. Acting like real Bees out there. Not going away and annoying everybody.
But you know what they say about Bees, Matt? Once they sting, they die.
Ooh, I like that one, John.
I think their sting is already coming. I think it's time for these Bees to diminish away.
Jada Phillips been the top shooter tonight. He's off on that too. Grace Elliott going to slow it down for Westfield. She's been acting like a point guard for a lot of it. Jada Phillips with the foul. I'm sorry, that was actually Alacio with the foul.
The last thing that Bayonne wants to do is put this Westfield team on the free throw line for 1-on-1. Because if you get Molly Ryan, you get Grace Elliott, you get Sam Stravic on the line, you might as well just end this game right away.
Ryan trying to get some points this half. Not sure if she's had any this half, but she was great in the first opening minutes. Okay, another foul right here.
You can tell that this Bayonne team seems to be almost playing against the refs. They're trying to get a little physical, but by doing so, they're getting these hand checks that the refs are calling that aren't necessarily, that are rules, but some people may see as soft fouls.
Throw and one with the bucket. Westfield crowd going crazy right now.
That's a big time right there for Lauren Scrow to get her first points of the game. That's huge right there. This Bayonne team is not very happy as they have not been able to get away with hacking and fouling. But all it's done is it's led to the benefit of this Westfield team. Nope, they're going to call a violation on Scrow.
Good call, John.
Just stepped in a half a second early. Needed to wait till the ball hit the rim in order to step in like that.
Ryan getting aggressive against Semeniak as they got at it last possession as Scrow scored there. So
you can
both
tell
of them going at it.
You can tell this Westfield team's trying to re-add the pressure to this game as Bayonne is simply just trying to stay in this game. But as a result, Westfield's starting to press up a little bit too.
Ryan frustrated right now.
I think Molly Ryan may have tweaked something in her knee right there, Matt. She fell a little harshly on a weird angle. She's going to keep playing, but she definitely is going to end up with a little pain in that knee tonight.
Slow to get up there. Deep 3 from Semeniak. That would have been amazing if she got that, but couldn't find the basket. Scrow under the basket from the pass. Maz, no good.
You could tell Molly's not 100% right there. jogging down the court on that last opportunity. It's very obvious that Ryan is not in prime playing condition right now. Oh, that's a travel.
Nice, too. Did you say that was a travel?
I thought there was a travel mixed in there. But, I mean, when this game's a 14-point game with under 4 minutes to go, I guess they stopped calling travels.
Elliott going for the layup. No good for her. Scro ran the boards. She got fouled there, so she's going the line for 2.
And that right there is going to be Diawar's 4th foul of the game, so she's going to need to get extra careful now in these last few minutes of the game.
That's good for scoring her first. Up by 13, Westfield. Good on her second. Silky smooth for Scro. Can't really hear myself right now with the cheering next to us.
Great shot right there by Lauren Scro, just getting the ball into the net nice and easily.
Defense cheer going on still. So that hasn't gone away. Diawara giving up to Peters. Peters blocked by Molly. Molly really needed that.
That's a great rejection right there by Molly Ryan. She definitely does not look to be the same person that just hurt her knee a few minutes ago. She continues to play with intense fire and intensity.
Foul. Diawara with her 3rd. Stravic on the line. Great pass from Molly. Really wanted to see her finish that off.
That's going to be Diawara's 5th foul of the game, I believe, Matt, which is going to send her back to the bench. I lie. It seems like they're actually going to be giving that foul to Nia Alacio instead.
Stravic going the first, extending the lead to 15 with only 2:50 to go. So Westfield gonna secure the win. Stravic off on the second. Great cheers going on here. And it's going to stay with the Bees. Molly Ryan trying to get the steal.
You can tell Molly thought that went out of bounds off of Simoniak, but obviously the ref has no care about that whatsoever. Lazy pass. Grace Elliott grabbing the ball in a turnover fashion.
Just got a word that Scotch Plains won 56-26 to 12 seed Elizabeth. So we'll be seeing Scotch Plains play Westfield Thursday night. Lawrence Grow, and it's good for her. Loud here tonight. 38-21.
Westfield just did a fantastic job moving the ball, getting the ball into scoring position, and scoring all in all. This is a great job of passing right here. They are putting on a clinic for these young girls watching the game.
Abigail Byrne had 14 points for Scotch Plains. What is Westfield going to need to do in practice this week to simulate to go against her?
Well, I mean, I know in the past weeks, Westfield has scrimmaged against the boys' JV team, actually coached by Liz McKeon's brother, Jim McKeon. And so it'll be very interesting to see if the boys return in order to help these girls prepare for a fast, intense game, as it's almost better to see different people than your own when you're playing in this at this point in the season.
Well said, John. Well said. Simoniak trying to get something going, but not enough time for them. Jada Phillips blocked right there by Lawrence Gross, so add that to the stats. Maz going for the layup. No, but Stravic can't find it, but she gets her own rebound. Westfield not getting boxed out, so that's why they're getting so many offensive rebounds tonight.
That's a great job by Westfield right there getting rebounds. They're going to be able to just pass the ball around and get an easy layup quickly here, Matt.
Westfield gonna go to 19-7, so that's a great record for them. Molly Ryan having a steal record tonight. Westfield getting a big win, going against rivals next week. Stravic can't find it. A lot of great things have gone on tonight. Hopefully we see this crowd again, and that's been the chip on Westfield's shoulder.
Oh yeah, Westfield's had a chip on their shoulder. They've not been given the respect that they need and deserve. It'll be very interesting to see how that changes after a statement game here against Bayonne.
Saw a little limp from Molly Ryan, so hopefully that's not a big thing next game because Molly, she's got to go off next game and steal a lot from Scotch Plains if Westfield wants to win and move on to the semifinals.
We're definitely going to check out on that over the next week, but I think Molly will be okay in order to play on Thursday.
Maz wanted that foul, and she got it. The rest have been a little soft tonight, but they've gone their ways.
Sem and I just got a little scrappy, almost like inhumane sore loser-esque right there. And Maz just wants to get to the line, make these free throws, and wave goodbye to these bumblebees.
Maz making her first. 38-21. Westfield is up right now. Molly Ryan getting a standing ovation right now as she is checking out for Caroline Dwyer. She's played awesome tonight.
Molly had one of her best games of the season tonight. 10 points, nothing in the fourth quarter, but she's definitely played a great game. A lot of steals, big presence on the court tonight, Matt.
She's got to be excited about that steal record. It's going to be a big thing for her going to next game, as she's going to be able to set the record and improve on those steals. About 3 seconds to go. Peters for the two, if it counts. No good. Westfield gonna hang on for the W. 39-21. Westfield, we'll see you Thursday night, 7 p.m. Jake White and camera, John Czarnecki and Matt Goldman here on BDTV. See you Thursday.